Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to our next episode of Kicking Back. I am in place of Mia today, who's on prod, which will be next week. She's also with Heather, our writer, both of them on prod next week, which is really exciting. But yeah, it's me doing the questions and stuff today, and I am joined by our lovely, I'm thinking of getting a tattoo cast, and also our director, Emma. So I don't know if everyone wants to say hello. And what part you're playing as well.
Sure.
Any order is fine.
I'm Maria or Mia, and I'm playing Eve.
I'm Joe, and I'm playing Jordan.
I'm Brandon, I'm playing Callum.
Oh, amazing. Okay. I've got a first question for our guests, and it is, why did you audition for Kickback? So anybody can answer anytime, it's fine.
Well, I guess I'll start. So Emma and I know each other through, so we both do the HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts, for anyone who's not aware. And so we met, and she mentioned that she runs this theatre company, and she mentioned that you guys doing your first live production. So I thought I did some acting when I was younger. I thought, give it a go. That's pretty much the whole reason.
So peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure. We like that. Getting people to touch with their inner child and come back to acting again. It's really sweet. What about you, Mia? Why did you audition?
It was, I don't know. This is a very good question. I think it was because, first of all, I knew some of the people who were running the company, and it was great because they were my friends, and they are my friends. And also, I have seen bits of things that you did before, and I knew it's cool. I wanted to do something different that wasn't part of the university society kind of area. I read the texts, they were really good. That's why.
That's lovely. And Joe, why did you decide to audition?
Yeah, I just I like the work that you guys have done before, and obviously I know you guys through uni and having worked with you before, and I know that you were really professional and easy to work with, and the writing was really good. And I think also I wanted to do something a little bit more serious, because obviously I am the panto queen. I just wanted something a little bit more straight acting to actually work on that side of things. And I know Emma's a great director in terms of character acting and stuff like that. So I wanted to, get on board with that.
Oh, amazing. I think we've had a couple of rehearsals now, and everybody's kind of get to know each other. It's been really cool. We've got some stuff dropping soon. I won't spoil it, even though by the time this comes out, it will be there. So surprise, I guess, which is kind of cool and exciting. But leading on into like rehearsals and stuff, I think you guys have got your first kind of group rehearsal on Sunday. That's right. Yeah, I did make the schedule, so I kind of know this in a weird way. But can you guys, like, at the moment, as it stands, describe your characters in 3 words? Or 1 word?
I don't know whether that makes it easier or harder.
Yeah, or just a little bit about your character.
Thinking of all the things I said when we did the fire seat. What was it called?
Hot seating, yeah.
Thinking of all the things I said and trying to like find 3 words.
The issue that I have is that I'm still not certain as whether or not the character that I kind of got into when we did hot seating is actually going to be very much like what Callum will be portrayed as eventually. So he might change somewhat between now and the production, but
well, Ollie's not here, so what do we think of the characters right now?
Awful, disliked all of them. Awful.
Okay, I think I have the 3 words. So it's kind, organized, and motivated.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you remind us who you're playing, Mia?
Eve. I'm playing Eve. Yeah, so Eve is kind, organized, and motivated. Yeah.
I think I'd probably say that to describe Callum in 3 words, he's privileged. He's, I think, if you're going to use one word, privilege would be it. Privileged and entitled, but there's no technically 2 words, but he's not malicious. It would be the 3rd point.
Good intentions. This is when we have Ollie sitting in the corner with like he's written the script, just kind of nodding and be like, that's what I thought, or no.
I don't think that I'm playing him the way that Ollie envisioned him. But he did say to me, I think in the first rehearsal, that it's not his character anymore, it's mine. So I've taken that as carte blanche to do whatever the hell I want.
Fun. Joe, how would you describe your character?
Yeah, I think I've got 3 for Jordan. I find Jordan quite frustrating, but I think she's proud, she's guarded and a bit confused. I think doesn't really know how she feels about anything that's happening in the script. Yep.
Yeah, that's right now for life, isn't it? I just don't know what's happening. Thinking about rehearsals then and kind of delving into the characters, I've now got a question for our lovely director Emma. Obviously you've been doing some rehearsals recently, but have you got a favorite kind of rehearsal technique that you're using in the rehearsal room?
Oh, well, this is the thing. I've been trying out a couple of new ones, to be honest. So we usually warm up with this like clapping game, which you'll see in the surprise thing that I can't talk about now, but should be able to talk about when this is able to listen to. And because I've always been like, oh, we should have like a game that everyone knows how to play and that we should all play, and that went off really, really well, which was really good. So I like that one. I like doing the practical stuff. I'm trying not to get too much in my head, because I noticed when like stuff that I've directed in the past, I can get very high concept, and it's good in some regards, but the be all and end all of it is these are just people, and they're going to know their character. The actors are going to know their characters way more than I'm going to know them. I've just got to try and say the right things to make sure that the piece has the structure. And so it's just me being like, go do things. How did you find that? Working off a lot of like feedback that you guys have been getting from like how you feel while you're doing things, and using that to kind of guide stuff. So I guess that's not really an answer, but that's how I work. It's sort of winging it in a professional way.
Nice.
I mean, it's working. So
Yeah.
Good. That's what we like to hear. If it's working for you, it'll work for me.
Cass, do you have any favorite moments from rehearsals or favorite techniques that Emma's been used?
Oh, well, it's got to be when we did the pushing hands together and Brandon like pushed me through the wall. Great, thanks. No, that was also quite useful but memorable, I would say.
Yeah, I think for me was the last exercise. Again, I forgot what it was called.
Hot seating.
Yeah, hot sitting. That was it was fun. It was also like we discovered a lot of things through it, but it was also really fun to do it and really fun to watch other people do it, and you just like, help them find it. So yeah.
Love that hot seating. Takes me back to National 5 GCSE stuff.
I think I probably would agree with Mia that in terms of kind of usefulness, hot seat. Well, I definitely really enjoyed hot seating. It's the first thing that came to mind. But I also found we did like a guided meditation, kind of like.
We did, yeah.
And I found that like really, really useful, and also kind of interesting to see where my own mind went when I was trying to kind of think about some of the things that I associate with the character. And then that ties into probably my favorite moment of rehearsals thus far, where we were kind of coming out of that meditation, kind of bringing ourselves back to the room, and I can just hear Abby talking about cheese. I just thought, no, I'm back in the room now. That's one of my favorite moments.
That's funny. We have a lot of fun moments, I think, on Kickback. We've got like a behind the scenes things afterwards. It'll give like a sneak peek into what it's like to be working with Kickback. Because we're professional probably about 90% of the time, if I'm being generous.
90 is generous.
Okay, so I guess a question for all four of you, because we don't have Ollie here, but if you could ask the writer something about the script or the text, what would you ask? And I know he's kind of handed it off now, so it doesn't matter. But I remember when I was reading like a phone call in Cataclysmic, and I still have questions to this day about what stuff means, and I'm just never going to get an answer. So if you could ask one question about the script to Ollie, what would you say?
Oh, I think I have a lot of things I would ask him, like from small things to like more important things.
I think one of the things that we all kind of wondered about was kind of, and obviously we can ask him this, but that's not the point. What exactly was the kind of the relationship between Mia and Joe? Like, were they just workmates? Were they kind of roommates, housemates, or whatever? Or was there like a more like a serious kind of romantic aspect to their relationship? Like, what exactly was going on between the two of them that kind of leads to such a kind of reaction when she comes back? And I think that's probably what I would be most curious about. But obviously, it's now down to us to kind of answer those questions rather than Ollie.
Mm-hmm. I would ask also why this title.
Yeah.
Was it titled like this? And I would ask, why does Eve bring Callum to meet Jordan? Like, I feel like this meeting should be something private that they want to reconnect and talk, but she's bringing someone else as well. I'm like, but why? So yeah, probably this is what I would ask.
I think. Oh, carry on.
Sorry, Joe. I was going to say that if you're curious about why it's called I'm Thinking Getting a Tattoo, I did actually ask him, and because his answer to this, which may not be the truth, he may have just been messing with me, was that it was because he was thinking of getting a tattoo at the time of Rising, and that is the whole reason.
And now he's got one.
He's got one.
Yeah. That's the story
Closure.
I was told. I said, and does it actually mention getting a tattoo in the script at any point? It does.
It's tangential to the main plot of it, but there's kind of a report from Jordan about what's going on in the hometown, and one of those characters either has one or is getting one or something like that. So none of this lot.
I think the person has just got one tattoo, like tattoo, and he's like, "Oh my god, I never thought that person would get tattoos, but that's cool."
I think my main question would probably be about the relationships between the characters, but I guess other than that, maybe what made you want to write something with so much awkward tension in it? Because that's a difficult thing to write, but he's done a great job. But yeah, that would be my question, I think.
Round of applause for Ollie. He'll like that for his ego.
He's going to listen to this episode like a billion times in a row if he needs like a bit of a boost. Which, fair enough, man.
Emma, have you got any questions?
I think why generally, but then again, I sort of know because we need scripts. We needed scripts at the time. But I guess I see my role as trying to ask those questions or like be the middleman between this lot and their questions and the writer and their questions. So it will probably annoy Ollie to say this, but like I don't need to ask him anything. Each performance, these guys get 4 tries at answering the questions, and they can do so in different ways, and I'm just there to like cheerlead at the sidelines.
Oh. Speaking of performances, how are we all feeling about doing the show multiple times?
Yeah, make it easier to learn the lines, won't it? I'm excited about it.
Nice. Is there anything that you're all particularly looking forward to in the next few months? I mean, June is a couple of months away, but it'll probably come around really quickly, because that's how time works when you have deadlines. But has anybody got like anything they particularly look forward to, whether it's like socials or fundraiser events or particular rehearsals or getting into the character?
I don't know, for me it's the whole thing. I'm excited to see how it's gonna go, like how it's gonna grow and how we're gonna get to the end. Yeah, also I can't wait to see when you guys decide on the space where we're gonna do it and how the props are gonna look. I'm really curious about that, how we're gonna rehearse the whole thing. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that was probably going to be my answer. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all going to look like once kind of the food, like kind of stall slash truck, not truck anymore, I don't know, and kind of the tables and how that's all going to kind of work together, and exactly where the audience is going to be in relation to us. Like, are they going to, is it just going to be in one direction? Are they going to be kind of all around us? Are we going to be in the middle of people? I don't know. I leave it up to Abby, I suppose, but I'm just looking forward to seeing how it all kind of pans out.
That's where the conversation about cheese comes into it, because Abby and Hazel are stage management, and so they've got to figure out what the cost of cheese is, what is the cheapest way to get cheese. It wasn't just like a random personal conversation in the rehearsal room. It's very professional here. But I'm excited to put it all together for the first time, because it's going to be hell, because each piece needs to be timed the exact same amount of time for the whole thing to work without giving away any spoilers. And so putting that all together for the first time, like the stagger run, is going to either make my week or break me, and I'm ready for that, man. I'm ready for euphoria or death. That's what it will be.
Oh yeah, I've been like rearranging for Three Bugs. Me is on committee for Three Bugs too. Like, we can't have anything that week because that is the show week potentially for Kickback. And it's going to be crazy, but it's going to be really good. I guess my final question then is, why should people come and see our show in June?
Is this gonna be really good?
Say it with confidence,
Yeah, come on.
It's gonna be really good.
I mean, I would have taken because I'm in it, you know. It's like that would have been fine.
The food, I'm gonna go with that. If I can't say because it's gonna be really good, I'm gonna say the food.
Because probably we really asked you to come, first of all, because you're friends and family. So we said, please come to see us. And also, like, what else could you do on such a hopefully nice day outside, but see theatre in a cool way with cool people, made by amazing people?
We are cool. We are amazing. I'm gonna
cool.
That's self-love.
Yeah,
rad. Make good shows. And it's like a fun one. It's like our inaugural for the company as well, in terms of long-term things. It's like our first time we are doing something as a company in like a physical space, you know, being a company set up during lockdown. This is crazy for us because it's so much more effort than just putting something on YouTube. So come support the grind of this company and be there for our first show, because that's important.
You will not believe the amount of emails I've been sent, so at least come for the amount of admin work that's also going on behind the scenes, and the amount of effort all our cast are putting in and showing up to rehearsals and stuff. But yeah, that was my kind of final question. I don't know if anyone's got any other final comments that they want to jump in really quickly. General enthusiasm is always fun, so yay. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rehearsal on Sunday this week. yeah, there's like surprises and stuff to be released soon, which we can't talk about, but it's always weird when it's going to be released by the time this one's come out. Tricky situation. But yeah, hopefully Mia will be back to kind of take over next month. We'll probably bring some more people from I Don't Know What Else to Say in. But yeah, the cast has been released on our socials and the production team has been released on our socials. So yeah, have a look, keep updated and follow our progress. And thank you for listening. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.